Morning, folks. Thought today this might be a good one to use. Tallowscream. This will be available buy, sell, trade. I got the scent description down below. It's as you can imagine from the title there, tallow. That's what it looks like there on the inside. It's fairly firm in the jar there, but it is relatively easy to scoop out. Mash in a bowl, whip up a lather, and it did start out being 5 ounces. And got the matching aftershave go right along with it. Got it whipped up here with a Yaqi brush that's got a badger knot in it. 22 millimeter. Smells pretty good this morning. That's what I got it whipped up there. It's on the wet side. It's not drippy, but it is wet, moist. It just really come through this morning, at least to my nose. The shaver of the day, I thought this one here would be a good one. Fantasma, there we go. That's what the box from Phoenix Artisan Accoutrements. It is an open comb slant. The color is orange, and it does glow in the dark. I checked it out this morning just to make sure. Got something over here. And the blade of choice today is a Personna blade. Yeah, it does glow in the dark. It's pretty cool, if you like that kind of thing. If you're unfamiliar with this particular kind of razor from Phoenix Artisan Accoutrement, it is plastic. The handle is hollow through and through, so even though the metal nut that's right here, it is hollow. So in other words, rinsing it completely through on the handle is not a problem, because like I say, you can see right through it all the way. I'll go ahead and get started here with the Preshave soap here. Already put a hot towel to the face to get started before I started the camera. And the Preshave soap from Phoenix Artisan Accoutrement, this is what's left of it, is the Holiday Preshave Cube. I think, probably, most likely, Clown Fruit is still available in the way of not only in a Preshave cube, but also in tube. And it glows in the dark also. Got that theme going, you know. So if you're looking for a Preshave cube, or maybe the tube, Clown Fruit is available. Didn't take very long to work this in, work up a little lather there. It's going to be interesting to see how this works out. Boy, that's it bloomed up pretty big, like a big mushroom. Smells pretty good. Like I say, I got the scent down below listed if you're interested in checking it out, but like I say, it's you may have a fun time trying to find it. It does smell good, especially this morning, Saturday morning. Getting ready for all the big bowl games, not bowl games, but college games, working up to the bowls. Some of these games, you know, it's getting down to the nitty gritty. Teams have been playing, so that most of them aren't at 100%, and they're also getting to the tougher part of the schedule. It's always fun around this time of the year. Guess you might say, find out what team is built for the long haul. I know for college teams it's quite a challenge, as well as pro teams, but it's always interesting to see how well the college teams are stacked. Open comb slant. Now I have a previous version of this, an open comb slant. The color is ox blood, and it is somewhat more aggressive than what this one is. And once you get the instructions or take a look at it on the website, I'll have it linked down below. There you can adjust the, I guess you might say the aggressiveness just a tad bit by just turning the handle about 1/8 of a turn, if that's something you're interested in trying out. And it might be enough to make a noticeable difference for you. The at least on the one that I have, the razor I have, putting the blade in, it is a snug fit. If you're kind of wondering about that, I mean, it is in there pretty snug. So even with you loosening up the handle 1/8 of a turn or even 1/4 of a turn, that blade's in there pretty secure. Yeah, I had to push it in. So it'll probably take a little bit of convincing to get it to come right back out. Excuse me. Nice snug fit. There's a lot of soap in this nut. It's the first time using it, so it hasn't been broke in just yet. That's doing pretty good for the first time though. I should say, at least to my eye, when I quickly looked at how this glowed in the dark, it almost looked white. But I had the blade in it also. Maybe that had something to do with it too. I don't know. At least the head of it. The the clown fruit glowing in the dark. That's last time we went out of town. That's what I was using. The Preshave. I had a tube that's about halfway gone of the Preshave clown fruit, and it glows in the dark. And I've had it for a good moment, and it still glows in the dark. So it does stick around for a moment. If I remember right, the instructions on for the handle. Let me see if I can take care of this real quick. The instructions, as it goes for getting the razor to glow in the dark, it mentions 1 to 2 minutes with the flashlight. I don't even think I gave it that long. So it does pretty good. Pretty enjoyable shave. I would say it's not exactly mild, but more smooth on the shave. At least with this blade it is. One of these days maybe I ought to set up a shave with one of these razors with a feather blade and see how that goes. Not a whole lot left on my face. Yesterday's shave I made it kind of easy going, so I shaved with a Gillette ball tech, and I used a Valley Blue blade. It went pretty good. But I did notice this morning, as I was putting a hot towel to the face and whatnot, that the whiskers were sticking out just a bit more than what they normally are, which is kind of typical. It's just, that's just how the shave goes with the ball tech for me. Yes, this one here, in my opinion, is, how can you say, easier to use than the ox blood. The ox blood, you really have to pay attention to what you're doing. It is what I would consider an aggressive razor. At least it is for me. Really got to pay attention to it. This one here is not quite that bad. I did not. Ox blood was not the first one that came out. There was a, remember right, it was a black one and a white one that came out. I remember right. I didn't get either one of those, but I did get the ox blood, you know, I guess you might say hit the right spot in the way of being red and possibly aggressive, drawing a little blood. Thought that one there would be the one to get. It's just one of those things that kind of stuck out to me. All right, get ready for the alum block. See what it has to say here. Phoenix Artisan Accoutrements alum block complete with rubber band. Got a little bit of stinging right back over here. Just a little bit. Not a whole lot. There it is. Unscented, mentholated witch hazel from Stirling. Yeah, I mean, it is probably the next shave I'm going to have to go to some Humphreys. There's not about, I don't have very many shaves left. This bottle. I guess you might say I'm using every drop. But it does have that nice cooling effect on the face. For me, it's a, I feel like it's a calming. It's not calming like what you'd get with Lucky Tiger's aftershave. That's a good one there. I guess you might say a nice calming effect in the way of the scent. This one here is more calming in the way of the cooling of the face, especially if you've had an aggressive shave. Something like that kind of witch hazel might help with calming your skin down, and at least it'll feel better if you've had a rough shave. And here, this particular setup here is, you might be able to tell there's the post coming down out of the cap, and that's the restrictor there, so it helps keep everything inside. In other words, the chance for leakage is pretty slim, especially if you got the cap on good and snug, and only little bits come out at a time of the aftershave. It does smell good. I have to say, it's a pretty nice shave. Got it all set up for tomorrow. I guess you might say Halloween day being Saturday. Hope everybody's doing well. Stay healthy, stay safe, and smooth shaves to you.